It is, isn't it? Oh, la 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 la. Hello, hello. So, guys, I have something amazing, amazing to do for and with all of you. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, I highly suggest you go ahead and subscribe because guess what? You can't comment if you don't subscribe. And if you don't comment, I can't give you a free reading. So I wanted to take a moment and just really show my gratitude. I've really been filled with just extreme love today. I'm not even joking. I feel so full of some mother effing love. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And so I just needed to kind of sprinkle a little bit of that on you or a little bit of it, just share it out with you. So if you're watching me on Facebook, I highly suggest you hop on over to YouTube, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I'm going to start doing readings. All right. These are completely free readings, and I'm just going to be picking random people from the comments. Random people from the comments. Random people from the comments. So again, if you would like to get a completely free reading from me, all y'all on Facebook, y'all always love to ask me to do a reading for you while I'm doing general readings. Now's the time. Now's the time. But you got to hop over onto YouTube. Okay. So let's get started. Let's get started. If you have a question that you want to ask me, if you have a situation, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments, and I'm gonna just randomly pick people. And you'll know I've picked your comment because you'll see me pop that biznatch on the screen. So let's get started, guys. I'm ready. I'm ready. And if you would like a general reading, simply put general, and that's it. Just put general, and I'll do a general reading for you. Okay. So if you're wondering why you can't comment on YouTube, let me just stop with my extra words. Actually, am I live on YouTube? Y'all can see me, right? Okay, because the page didn't refresh. I just make sure. All right, all right. It's connecting. It's not saying that I'm live. What the hell is going on? What the hell? Uh oh, because biznatch. Biatch! Who you calling a biznatch? Hold on. Let me see what's going on with this. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Uh I tell you. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm having a little bit of a technical difficulty. Let me go ahead and cut that link out. Um Be Live decided to start a completely different ass link. A completely different ass link. It's all good though. It's all good. Okay. And then we have to go to customization. I bet you people are just randomly thinking they can get a reading from me. You got to be a subscriber, yo. This is a subscriber appreciation type moment. See, Mikaela told me, girl, you got to check. You got to check, girl. So let's get this party started, right? So YouTube, hello. Now it's set to only subscribers. Let me just quadruple check.
It says it.
Yeah, say it now. Okay. All right. Here goes. First person I see.
5 minutes or longer
Oops. Hi, Tanya. Oh, Tanya, how are you doing, girlfriend? How's your belly? Girl. I hope your belly's still feeling good. All right, Sochi. Sochi. Here goes. All right, guys. I'm nervous. I don't know. I'm suddenly nervous. Like, what am I getting myself into? Woo. Okay, Sochi. Ooh, you're needing some clarification on something that has to do with your galactic heritage. This is this is definitely it makes me feel like you're getting in messages from soul in a way that maybe you're not fully aware are messages, and it's definitely something that's needed. It's definitely a knowing that's needed, and you're it's almost like you're reaching this level where you're about to go to the next level. And it's almost like this sense of um, like you're losing who you are, but not necessarily in a bad way, but you don't really feel like yourself. But again, not in a bad way. So that's super interesting. Clarifier on galactic heritage. You probably have a lot more of your like abilities that are coming forward, and they're going to go active. You have to dispel the darkness though, okay? Usually when you go through this type of period, what will happen is dark things will try, because typically when you level up you become much more susceptible to, or vulnerable, not susceptible, but vulnerable to their attempts to be hurtful and harmful to you, to derail your progress. So just be mindful of that, okay? Definitely be mindful. And I think you're going to get through this beautifully. I feel like with, me confirming, me validating what you probably were already thinking was going on, it's going to help you to process things much faster. So I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see. Let's go back. Yep. This right here. Didn't know YouTube has a subscribers only function for you. No more demon foolery. Well, they'll probably still try. I don't care. Let's see. Maria. Maria, how are you? You're welcome, Sochi. All right, Maria, let's see what's going on. So, if you want to get a reading from me, please switch over to YouTube. I believe I saw Lindsay just put the link. Yep. Uh, it's commented in the comments of the Facebook Live. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and start commenting. All right, Maria, let's see what's going on. Oh, all right. There's a lot of things that's being undone from family, almost like congestion, like energy, emotions, that type of thing. It's being cleared out. Okay. That ancestral stuff is totally being just cleared out, reborn from shadow in reverse. So it's this thing of you've been existing in a shadow state for quite some time, Maria. And what's needing to happen is to exit out of that at this point. And I think that's what you're doing. I think you're really in a process of finding yourself, finding your purpose, kind of finding your groove. It feels like you're exhausted, and it feels like that exhaustion has been with purpose. You've been really taking the time to process a lot of what's going on. It's taking a while for change to be more tangible, like be more readily felt, but change is happening for you. So that's a good thing. Hang in there. Definitely hang in there, and you'll get through this. You will definitely begin to shift the type of connection you have with relatives, with family, and it's a perfect thing that you're going through. I don't feel like there's nothing I don't feel like there's no changes. I feel like the changes are coming slowly. Okay. Be patient with your process, especially when you're dealing with family. You know, family is definitely very slow to change. I'll tell you that much. But they will. They definitely will. Okay. So let's see. Um, yeah, you got to be patient, Kelly. You got to wait about 5 minutes before you can comment. That was the fastest I think I could set it to. So, um, be patient, Kelly, and come back on the YouTube, and I'm sure you'll be able to comment in a few minutes. Okay. Let me go back up. I did see something here. This one. Hey, girl. I'm attempting to piece together my lineage on both sides. Can you give me any insight on that? Immediately, I got this feeling of like Georgia, Georgia area. Um, Also some of that like Alabama area, almost to like the state line between Alabama and Louisiana. And then it kind of goes up to like the Carolinas. Um, I don't know if you've heard of a tribe called the Blackfoot tribe. I think that might have to that might be part of your lineage. I feel like there is I feel like there is stuff that is definitely being hidden from you, not just your family's lineage, but it has to do with the power in your family's lineage. You know, that I don't know if that makes sense. Do you feel like there's this like greatness, but you can't quite figure out why you feel like you're so different. I'm getting goosebumps. Why you feel like you're so different, but then it's like you're not. You feel like, well, it's just me. I mean, what's special about me? But there's something special about you. It has to do with your lineage. Yeah, we have some of that. Girl, I would not be surprised if you come from like tribal leaders. I would not be surprised if that's part of your lineage. If not tribal leaders, like shamanic, like the medicine people, um, of the ooh, girl, I'm getting hella goosebumps. Find out. Definitely find out. I also would not be surprised if you were involved in the skirmishes in previous lives, the skirmishes between the settlers and that area, the tribes that occupied that area. You also have connections over in like North Dakota. Um, Girl, I gotta look it up. Geography is not my strong suit. So let me pop open. Okay. US map. Let me just see. All right. So let's see. Ooh, that area where like um the part of Montana that kind of touches on North Dakota, South. Girl. Holy shit, we've lived together. That's why I'm drawn to you. Wow. I gotta just breathe for a second. Ooh, ooh, this is past life stuff though. Ooh, oh my God. Yes, yes. Chief Heavy Runner. Hold on. Pagan Blackfeet Native peoples. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I can't talk about it. I can't. It gets me like it shuts me down. It shuts me down. Look up Chief Heavy Runner. I'll put it in the comments. Montana. That's a lot. Because I'd be drawn to you something intense, and I have to tell myself, like, don't make it weird. Don't make it awkward. Don't make it weird. Like, calm it down, tone it down. Tone it. Sometimes I see your name pop up and you comment, I want to squeal, and I'm just like, nope, nope, don't do it. Tone it down. Don't weird her out. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Holy crap. Holy crap. That's intense. If you we lived in that same tribe together, um we were massacred. A large portion of us were massacred. Um yeah. So that's why I can't talk about it. It's just too much. It mm, 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 mm. I gotta tone it down. I gotta pull it back a little. Um, thank you, girl, for commenting, and thank you for being a subscriber. So let me see. Um, there is something. Where is it? There was a comment that I had seen. Where I don't know where it is now. So let's see. I don't I don't know when that was. I don't remember who was president, but it had to do with the Maria's massacre. The Maria's massacre. Um, let's see here. Let's just go look at this. Michelle P, could you please give me insight on what I can do for my uterus? My doctors haven't found anything, but the pain has gotten so bad to where I cannot physically move, and I haven't been able to figure it out. Oh my gosh, Michelle. Okay, let's see. The doctors can't find it because it's energetic. It has a lot to do with stored emotion. Um, you're being encouraged by your soul to begin processing some of your life's traumas. And a lot of that trauma was stored in your uterus, your sacral area. You guys, I do have an event that's coming up. Um, this event, I'll put it on the screen. It's called the Comfort Care Meditation event, and it would be perfect for this type of situation. Excuse me. It would be perfect for this type of situation. Pains that you're feeling that modern medicine cannot explain. It's perfect for that type of thing. Look at my ear. Yo. Let me tuck it in. Let's tuck it in. Um, yeah, it's a lot of congested energy. It's like a lot of black sludge. Did they say anything about your uterine wall being too thick? Did they tell you anything about that? Um, what is going on with my laptop? Mm, okay. So, do you mind if I scan you, Michelle? I'm willing to do scans and readings for my viewers. So I'm just waiting for Michelle. And you guys, while I wait for Michelle, if you're just hopping on, I'm doing free readings for my subscribers. All you have to do is comment, and I will just be randomly picking people from the comments. In order to comment, you do have to subscribe, and I think it's like a 5-minute wait before you're able to comment. Okay. So, all right, Michelle, I'm going to start scanning. Breathe deep and slow. Yeah. A lot of blockage. I also see there's like ligaments and fascia. Have they done an x-ray of your lower abdominal region? There's a there's an energetic mass in your pelvic girdle. It's kind of it's like below your left fallopian tube towards the back. It's in the pelvic girdle. Um it's hard to be able to tell if this is still only energy or if it's starting to grow like a mass. Um, huh. Hmm. That's very interesting. Have they checked your colon? It's on the left, like just left of center. Left of center. I don't think it's your that I don't think it's your reproductive system. I think it has to do with your colon. I'm wondering if you have like um, maybe like partially impacted bowels. Uh, are you able to go regularly? I know this is totally TMI. I think it's something in your colon. So some things you need to kind of be aware of. Are you suddenly having constipation? Are you when you do go number two, does it look like a full log or does it look flattened like a ribbon? If it's flattened like a ribbon, then there's something blocking, inflammation, something. Um, that area is not functioning in the way that it should. You should definitely go and get that checked to rule everything out, okay? I There is a lot of emotion that I see in the sacral chakra area. The bowels are part of the sacral chakra area. I do see a lot of inflammation and irritation in the uterine wall, but I think it has more to do with your colon. Um, Go to the appropriate doctor to get all the diagnostics done. Okay, if they didn't do a full X-ray or I don't know what they would do, like a CT. Um, yeah, I think this is something that might fall through the cracks if you're not asking and insisting for the appropriate things. So you're going to need to go to a doctor that specializes in the digestive tract and the colon. Um, I feel like it's the colon. I definitely do. It's small. You have something. I don't know if maybe you have a large polyp in there. If it's flattened out like a ribbon, that's no, no. It should be like a solid log, not hard, not soft. I mean, you could look up this information, and maybe that's the best thing for you to do. Look up all the different meanings of doo doo online, and then kind of get a gauge for where yours falls under which category, and then message your doctor for that. Okay. You have to get this checked quickly. I'm feeling a little bit concerned. I don't know if I'm probably just pulling in um, your worry, which it's definitely understandable. So if I'm pulling in your worry, then maybe that's why I feel worried. But just the fact that I feel worried makes me feel like this is a little bit more urgent. It's something that we don't want to wait on, right? We don't want to wait on this. We want to make sure we get that checked. And it might not even be like a polyp or a growth or anything like that. It might be more that you've leveled up in frequency and you're not compatible with some of the foods that you're eating. So if you're eating foods that you've suddenly become reactive to, not allergic, but intolerant of, you'll have systemic inflammation. I do see systemic inflammation. And when that type of thing happens, if you're heading towards, say, like celiac disease or irritable bowel syndrome or Crohn's, things like that, sometimes what happens is it will affect your hormonal levels, which could possibly explain what I'm seeing in your reproductive organs. So I think you definitely um, I think you need to go beyond just the OB so that you can be very, very thorough. Okay. Don't worry yet. First, get all the diagnostics on Facebook.
No,
Am I just frozen, or can you guys still see me?
gray screen.
Yes. It should have reconnected me at this point. Yes.
That's now back.
All right. Sorry, guys. So thank you, Michelle P. Let's see. Let's pick another. Ooh. So Mika, Ella A. Ooh, Chiquina. Chiquina, you already know their intent. They're playing games with you, boo boo. They're playing games. They're not being completely on. I don't know that it's romantic. Um, but there is definitely something that I'm picking up on that's very dishonorable. I don't know if you are trying to help a friend, it's like a platonic friend. I'm picking up on something extremely dishonorable, but they're very, very good at um, playing the games. Okay. They're very, very good at playing the games and being very like poor me. It's not over the top poor me. So it's harder to pick up on. It's more of the kind where you feel so badly for them that you kind of find yourself feeling like you have to volunteer to help and all of that. Be careful with that person. I don't get a good feeling. Um, let's see. Alrighty. Ooh, Sacred Rebel. Why am I procrastinating so much? I tell you why, boo. You're having to do something that you don't want to do. It's not that you can't do it, it's that you don't want to do it. And not wanting to is not the same as being incapable of doing, right? So there's something that you are avoiding. It's a form of avoidance. Um, I feel like there there's a lot to say about being forced to be and do things you don't want to. Um, like this obligatory type existence. I'm wondering if this has to do with school, but it feels like it's like through every aspect of your life. Are you experiencing maybe some low grade depression? It's also this sense of um like you're going through this awakening period where your realization is causing you to be like, "Whoa, what? Why is the world like this? Why are people like this? Like what the heck's going on?" You know? So, it has a lot to do with that. Ah, thank you, Christina Heskett. Let's see really quick. Here we go. Tell me about my Taurus. Ooh, I gotta pull cards for this one. Let me not use my emotions. I got a little bit of that toxic Taurus feel from it, from reading that. I don't know if you're having like issues with them or what, but it's this sense of like toxic. So and I don't know if they're hiding this from you still. All right, yeah. Shadow mirror. But see, it's not a mirror of you, it's in reverse. So this is something that's gone upside down. Um, if this is because look, cycles, right? Cycles. So if this is something that truly is cycles, then what ends up happening is you have to remember, you have to begin taking stock of their behavioral patterns. I don't want to go so far to say they're narcissistic, um, but it's this sense of like they don't really know who they are. And then Taurus has this weird quirk of like, if they're not doing things that they believe is um is like valuable, then they become insecure and then that toxicity could potentially kick in. Taurus is not intrinsically bad, intrinsically toxic, but boy, oh boy, if they do dip into that toxicity, they just go too far with it. They go too far with it. So you got to be careful about that. You got to be careful about ever becoming dependent on that Taurus, okay? Um, if they have a tendency for some of the toxicity and you're dependent on them, it can get real ugly real fast. When you're independent from this particular Taurus, um, they're not as likely to go full into that toxicity because they can't leverage your dependency on them. Okay. uh I feel like they're going through something really intense, like really really intense, and it's like it's very difficult for them to talk about it. Are you Piscean? Are you any type of water sign? Do you have water in your chart? Now before y'all start bombarding me with astrology stuff, I'm astro illiterate. Don't start with me in astrology. But I'm just curious because Christina, if you have heavy water presence, water energy in your chart, or if like you have it in a prominent placement, I think you can already get a feel for what's going on, but you don't really want to It's like you don't want to be judgmental. You trying to understand them. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But it could also potentially be used to manipulate you. So you got to be careful. Um, I feel like they're kind of wavering back and forth, wavering. Are they going to go full toxic? Are they going to, they don't know yet. They don't know they don't know what to do or how to be. They're going through something intense. It's a very life altering, very silent and hidden type thing. Whatever you think is going on, is just a fraction of what's really going on. Uh, I think you need to just flat out ask. And Pisces has a tendency to dance around the subject. I know I do. Don't worry. We're still good people. No, but I know like Pisceans, we have a tendency to kind of dance around the subject instead of just being blunt and asking, right? Um, when my Pisces energy is very upfront, the front runner of all the energies, then I dance around the subject. But then when my Capricorn moon kicks in, it's like blunt to the point. So you got to let some of that Piscean energy kind of take a step back and then just ask flat out, like, what's really going on? Talk to me. I can feel something's wrong. Talk to me. I want to help. And that might encourage your Taurus to kind of let you know what's going on, because I feel like they need help with something. I really do. I feel like they're struggling really badly, but they're not showing it. Taurus has a funny way of doing that, where it's like, who are you trying to pretend with? I know you're not fine. We all know you're not fine. Like, just let us help you. Taurus will do that. So that's hard. But I feel like you have the capability of really helping them in the way that they need. So that's beautiful. Okay. So guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm doing free readings. If you're not able to comment, you're going to have to subscribe. In about 5 minutes, your ability to comment will be established, and then just comment your question. I'm picking people from the comments, and if you want a general reading, just put general reading, and whatever energy draws me in is what I'm going to read for. Um, 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 um. Ooh, Ms. China. Am I following my passion by fully going back to school to get my license, or putting my music on the back burner as a distraction? Trying to do both. Hmm. What's your license in, if you don't mind me asking? I get like a mixed feel for it, like I think it depends on what you're getting your license in. Um let me see. Counseling. So I don't feel like counseling is for you. It's weird. Um it's weird. It's like you would do better as maybe like a life coach. Um Life coach with an emphasis on musical therapy. Does that make sense? I feel like the music that you could create, it can really move people. Okay, so I hope this doesn't offend you, but this is what's coming into my mind. It's this sense of you're going into counseling because there's something that um, happened in your life. I don't know what, but there's something that happened in your life, and in your desire to try and understand why things happened, it causes you to want to help people through all of the counseling services that you could provide. But then, see, here's the thing. I don't feel like you would be happy there. I feel like you can excel at anything you do. I feel like you have a drive and a passion and the type of energy and magnetism that can make you successful in pretty much whatever you do. I think part of the reason why you haven't experienced a level of success that you can feel that this is part of your destiny, but you haven't experienced it yet, it's because there's this blockage, there's this emotional block. So I don't know, I would hate for you to, waste all of the credits that you're using or earning towards that counseling. So I'm wondering if you need to kind of pause for a moment or take the next couple days to really look into how those credits could possibly transfer into some type of life coaching. See, the thing with counseling, you're just going to be listening to people's problems all day, and you're just going to be encouraging them to continue talking about their problems. I don't think that's a good use of your gift. I think you have a way of seeing things where you can be positive and offer solutions. You can't do that as a counselor. Counselors are not really supposed to do that. That's why I say I think a life coach might be a better investment of your time and your funds, because as a life coach, they're coming to you for you to really advise them in that way, to coach them. Um, and that's kind of why I feel like, ooh, it's like it's close to what you should be doing, but I don't know that counseling is actually what it is. Um, you've been working in the field for 10, see, girl, you already know. So transition that into life coaching. I mean, I don't feel like you should stop your job right now if you're working. I mean, really, the responsible thing is to continue that job as you establish yourself as a life coach. And then I think a lot of what you might be able to do is bring in that sound theory, um, maybe even do like meditations and things like that, where you are creating the music. You're a very audible healer. I don't know if that makes sense. Audible healer. You have a healing capacity, but right now, the job that you're in, that you've been in, it doesn't give you the option to heal. It's like you're just in the diagnostic portion of that field where you can kind of perform these diagnostic type sessions where you're listening to them, you're observing, you're taking the notes so that you can kind of help them to understand their pathology. You're equipped naturally to go beyond the diagnostics and into the hands on healing of people's psyche. Don't waste that gift. Don't waste that gift. And if you can get into that, I think it's going to really help you to process whatever personal stuff that's needing processing. And once you do that, oh my gosh, your music is going to take off. That's the feel that I get. Your music is going to take off. But these are things that come in steps. Um, I think the life coaching, because that there's that emotional, you're removing yourself 1 degree from that emotion, that experience. um, it's not as threatening for you to find and implement solutions. See, a lot of my self healing has come from life coaching my clients. As I help them to discover and implement solutions for their lives, I then begin to see, like, oh my gosh, that's just like me. If I'm like this and that, and oh, I should do that too. Oh my gosh, I should take my own advice. But had I just sat and assessed myself, oh my, I would have shut down and been like, no, oh my gosh, I don't want to see how broken I am, right? So it's kind of like that, because you're 1 degree removed, you're not emotionally invested because it's not your pain. You're more able to readily implement solutions. I think this all will culminate in your self healing, and then you'll blossom, and you'll be a beautiful, beautiful musician. You're going to do amazing things with that work. But the field you're in right now, I think you've reached the apex of what you're going to do there. I think you're tired of just hearing the problems. I think it's affecting your own heart. Um, and I don't think it's the best use of your gift. I think you've helped your clients. I definitely do. But I think it's just, yeah, your time there has kind of run out. It's time to move forward. I've wondered if wait, had a traumatic childhood and went into the field because I resonated with the population. Right, right. They say the best healers are the most wounded. I'm good at what I do because my life has been traumatic. There's no better teacher than life. None. No better teacher than life. And I think you are well prepared to begin that journey of helping people heal. I truly do. That was a confirmation. I'll show the comment on the screen. That's a confirmation right there. For me, that absolutely validated everything I said. Yeah. You know what you need to do. You know how you can go about it. You have the drive, you have the experience, professional experience, and you're going to make this happen. You're going to make this happen. I think you just needed that validation because this is basically you choosing you, and you've never really given yourself permission to do that. Now's a good time. Now's a very good time. And I think you're going to take yourself up on your own offer. I really do. It's a beautiful thing to be able to witness people as they shift their perception, shift their trajectory. I don't think you backslid at all. I think you're an arrow being prepared to be launched. It's beautiful. So, girl, when you all famous and stuff, remember little old Emmy? Remember me? I feel like you're going to go far in the field that you go into. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. I've wondered if my sense of third sight, hearing, intuition has been suppressed uh, when focused. Does this have any relation to how my daily life are related to my higher self? So I think a lot of what's happening is that you're not quite allowing yourself to fractionate your consciousness and perform this and perform that. It's almost like mental multitasking, um, mental and energetic multitasking. And I think what's happening is that you're a very analytic person. You do overthink a lot as well, and that causes you to hyperfixate. I wouldn't be surprised if you have some like ADHD type tendencies. Definitely not diagnosing people, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were ADHD type tendencies, because that will cause you to hyperfixate. It's not just being like, your brain is just all over the place. No. For me, it's either or. Either I'm all over the place or I'm hyperfixated. And I think there's a recalibration that's needing to happen to allow you to have much more mental flexibility. It has a lot to do with some rigidity that's occurred. You were diagnosed. It's not a bad thing, but it's just if you don't calibrate it right, then you're going to experience things like that. You also have perfectionism. So with the perfectionism, you know, it's almost this feel of like, unless you can um, perform to the degree that um, is impressive to you personally, and your expectation of yourself is high. I totally get it. Yeah, it's almost like you're shutting it down yourself. You're um, like, if it's not accessible, then you can't use it and disappoint yourself. Does that make sense? It's like a self-protection type thing. Um, that will improve. It will definitely improve, especially with the Cocro 33 program. It's going to improve. You'll be able to better calibrate that. Um, and the Cocro 33 system is actually, it's made for neurodivergent processing the way your brain processes. You're neurodivergent. It's designed for neurodivergence, the program itself. So it will improve. I think it's a lot of that trying to fit a square peg in a round hole type thing. Your brain will never process the way a neurotypical brain will. So if you're using the standards of expectation that neurotypical people have established, then yeah, it's not going to function right, um, in accordance with your expectation. And then that's going to cause you to further shut down. So it's a lot of what came first, the chicken or the egg. I mean, the whole thing is, they're all cluck clucks. Yeah, it's a good type of crazy. I like how you said it's a good type of crazy. Let me see. Let me see. All done. I'm looking for a comment whose energy pulls me. Pull, pull, pull. Kelly. Kelly Courtney. Hey, boo. Hi there. Any reading for a personal reset? All right. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Are you okay? Kelly, are you okay? Are you still here? Let's see. Hi, Heaven. Oh my gosh, Heaven. I'm going to cry. The other day, I had on my Facebook memories pop up this post. And Miscellaneous was tagged, and it was a video, and I was talking to her in the video. It was intense. It was intense. Definitely intense. Kelly Courtney, are you still here? It was Missy. Miscellaneous, yeah. It was so hard on my heart seeing that. Oh my God, I was just like, it's, yeah. Right? And I'm like, she's not hurting anymore, you know? All right. So I think maybe let's move forward. Um, let's see. Kelly Rodriguez, can you help me to clarify my path after beginning recovery from addiction? 6 months sober and feeling very lost. First and foremost, Kelly, um, good job. Good job. Very, very good job being 6 months sober. That's a huge accomplishment. And you should be very, very proud of what you've accomplished. Good job. So, feeling very lost. A lot of what happens when you go into that journey of self healing, self realization, self actualization, and all of that. What ends up happening is we begin to really recognize how we have not been doing what we need to do, which it's not about accomplishment. It's about the self healing journey. It's about learning yourself and being acquainted with yourself. And I think a lot of what's happening to you is just part of that natural process. I'm going to pull some cards so we can get a better idea of where you're at in that process. Yep. Yep. You're about to reach this pinnacle of understanding for this part of your life. And as you reach that pinnacle, you'll be there for a little bit, and then you'll get bumped up into a whole nother level of, ooh, I hear Buddhaic consciousness. Oh, that's goosebumps. Goosebumps. Buddhaic consciousness. What? Buddhaic. Damn. Siddhartha was Buddha. Siddhartha first had to be lost in order to find himself and his peace. So it's this thing of, are you lost, or are you simply beginning to feel what needs to be felt and experience what needs to be experienced in order to have the clarity you need to choose the direction you'll walk towards? You're going through an activation, light code injection and awakened gnosis. You're going through this activation. You're being encouraged and lifted up into a place where it feels unnatural, because it's like, what am I doing? Where am I going? I mean, who am I? Not the same person you were when you weren't sober. The person you were when you weren't sober is still a valid, cherished part of your history. Don't ever let that go. You should always remember that and celebrate how far you've come. Okay? Don't ever let that go. Don't be ashamed of that. Celebrate the fact that you had the strength and the courage to not just pick yourself up, but hold yourself up. I mean, ooh, ooh, how powerful is that? How powerful is that? That's powerful AF. Don't ever forget the kind of power you possess. Don't ever forget that. And I think you had to go through the things you had to go through, much like the other person I had read for earlier, where you're being tasked by your own soul to prepare for the purpose you will serve in other people's lives. Okay? Do not ever see whatever you suffered through, what you struggled through, as a low point and something embarrassing. Some of my most cherished people, like that, live in my heart. Mm, they've had the same struggles, and they've inspired me so much. And you can't be ashamed when you can inspire someone who struggles to find inspiration. You should never be ashamed of that. That's not something to hide. And just because, you'll come across people who will still see you with that stigma, shine brighter. Shine brighter so that you can get through that fog, that film that they have over their eyes. They need to see the truth of who you are and what you've done, what you've accomplished, and what you're created to do. And I think you're in the process of finding all of this out. This is not something you're going to progress through easily. All the most important, most valuable things in life that you will go through, that you will learn from, are things that are not easy. And that's how I know you have a high calling. You have a high calling, and it's a very profound purpose that you're being prepared for. And people can be like, "Oh my gosh, she's telling everyone that." But is it a lie? Is it a lie? No, it's not. So then, if it's not a lie, and I'm telling so many of you this, am I just fluffing you up? No. It means so many of us are being prepared to reach that higher level of existence. I think the world is finally ready for those of us who have hid ourselves to come out of hiding and shine a light. Shine a light. Help other people find their way back onto their path. Allow them to witness you. Allow them to bear witness to the beauty that you are, the life that you've lived with nothing hidden. I mean, you don't have to live with your life on display, but don't hide any part of your life. Own it all. If you feel inspired to talk about one part, talk about it. Talk about it. Yes, see, look at this. River Soul says being present, witnessing everyone here as they share parts of their journey. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for such a sacred community. And that's the thing. This is an actual community, right? This is an actual community. We have similar purposes with each other. We do. And that's why so many of us are kind of going down that path at this point. So many of us are being asked by soul, we need you to show up now. We need you to show up. We need you to shine. Show's about to start. Mm, 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 mm. Regardless of what some do with their dark intent, whew, forget their intent. Allow their actions, their deeds to be the very fuel for our rise as a people. Not as one person, but as a people. I rise, you rise, we rise. Ooh, I love that. I rise, you rise, we rise. Ooh, ooh, I love that. I love that a lot. So let me see. Thank you, River Soul, and thank you, Kelly. Let us see. Um, oh, I lost my kids through all of this. I want so badly to recover them too. So I want you to know this, and I want everyone to know this. If you've gone through things and now you're in a better space within yourself and you're experiencing the beauty of the clarity of like, dang, my kids, they went through some stuff with me, or they went through some stuff because of me, or they went through things because I was absent, whatever it is, right? Please know they chose you to be their parent because you could give them the experiences they needed, not because you're a Disney producer who can give them a fairy tale life. You're still the parent they need. Okay? You're still the parent they chose. And whatever's gone on in the history of you and your children, that is the history your soul and their soul agreed to. Give yourself a little slack. Give yourself a lot of slack. Allow yourself to have some peace in your heart so more of your energy could go towards repairing whatever connection with your children needs to be repaired. Can't change the past. But if you spend all your time ruminating about the past, you're going to keep affecting the future too, as well as the present. Okay? So just know your kids chose you. Sometimes like my before, like my kid when he when he was in early teen, he would get mad at me, right? I would be like, "Give me your phone." I remember one time, and I wouldn't just randomly take his phone. It would be like warning, and he would still do something, and then it's okay. This is consequence. If you do it again, you're gonna get your phone taken away. He would do it again, and then his phone. Give me your phone. And I remember one time, he says to me, "Just beat me," and I was like, "For what?" He would prefer to be spanked than have his phone taken away. And he's like, "Why do you always have to take my phone? I want my phone." And I was like, "Well, because that's the part that works. If you don't care if I spank you or not, why would I spank you? That's not teaching you anything." And so he got really upset and like, "We're not supposed to slam our doors in this house." He slammed his door. He's like mad, right? And so I said to him, "It's my job to teach you. It's my job to guide you. Even if you're mad at me, I'm still your mom. And if you didn't want to have these experiences with me, you shouldn't have chose me for your mom. And so my kids know, like, you chose me for your mom because my attitude is the way it is, and it will help you to learn whatever it is you need to learn. I don't know what your lesson plan is on a soul level, but I'm just saying I'm compliant with it. So, y'all, parents are so hard on themselves. Here's the thing that I learned from my life experiences: the best parents are not the perfect ones. Okay. They're not the ones that shelter their children, and their children get everything they want, and they have the Pinterest lunch boxes. And no, 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 no. Those are not the best parents. Okay. The best parents are the ones who are real parents and hold themselves to such a degree that it hurts them. The ones who keep questioning, how can I be a better parent? How can I this? How can I that? How can I be a better parent? I think you're already a good parent. I think you are, all of you. I think you'll find your path and your answers, and you'll be able to implement them, and your children will benefit from this, from the experiencing of both ends of those opposing polarities. Because really, you don't know how good you have it until you have it bad, at least for a little bit. You really don't. You don't know how good it is until you experience the polar opposite. So, all right, guys. All right. Um, I love being a parent. I'm not a perfect parent, but I'm a real one. And my kids have taught me a lot. They've taught me all of this. They've taught me a lot. They've taught me the value that they add to my life just by existing. Just by existing. Let's see. Ooh, this right here. Ooh. And for the parent, if you have constant conflicts with your kid, ask yourself what suppressed aspects of yourself your kid is mirroring back to you. Y'all, I have this mini me of a son. He is a mini me to the umpteenth degree. Mini me. And we'd be like, the attitude he flings. He flings it. And I'm like, is this what it's like dealing with me? One time I got so upset, and I just, all I could say, because I wanted to like, and I'm like, that's your kid. That's your kid. Don't cry. That's your kid. And all I could do was look at my husband and be like, is that me? Is that how I freaking act? And he started laughing. And he goes, yup. I'm like, and then so I asked my son to hug me. Hmm. I asked him to hug me, and that's when the argument stopped. That's when it stopped because I was just like, I need a hug. I'm tapping out. Whoo, I'm tapping out. I need a hug. Oh my gosh. Ocean lover, Emmy, I need an emergency reading. When will my twin leave the karmic? Hold on. I need to get the proper deck for this. This is my Chinese deck. I'm clearing out all the cobwebs, okay? This is my Chinese deck. It's my shit talking deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and begin your reading, okay? Oh, boo. Boo. My Chinese deck was like, no, we don't want no part of this. Damn. Hold on. I'm gonna get Bish out. Bish. Bish. Um, Bish. Will their twin leave the karmic? No. No. Bish, are you sure? Yes. Sorry, girl. Bish has said your twin is not leaving the karmic. Bish said, so I mean, I don't know. But your twin is not leaving the karmic. Like, she's just kidding. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh my god. Let's see. Yes, Annie. Hugging that particular son is like hugging my inner child. Absolutely. Such intense emotions. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see myself at his age, to see how I was at my in my childhood during that age, and to see that we he and I are receiving the parenting that we needed, right? Yeah. I mean, it's yeah, it touches me. It touches me a lot. It touches me a lot. So let's see. All right, Kitty Clow. General. Let's see. Bish is wrong. Bish is sleepy. She needs a Don't make Bish mad. All right, here goes. Ooh, oh, whoa, whoa. Okay. We have cards falling out all over the place. Ooh. This is a cycle that began in spring and it's going to carry through to the end of winter. It's this sense of like, for an entire year, this is going to be an entire year long process. Altar dedication. Be careful that in this process, you don't lose sight of how important you are, that you don't become dedicated to a process that's no longer you. Okay. I think there's going to be a lot of attempts on you to, yep. Lady, goddess, feminine, respect in reverse. So, girl, girl, that's hard. That's hard. Something's going to be testing you, and it's going to be testing you in a way that is very covert. I think you're ready for it. Absolutely. I feel like you're absolutely ready for it. You can handle it and you'll get through it. I can take one more person. I'll do this again. This is so fun. Oh my God. I love this. I'll do this again sometime soon. Let's see. I'm just going to scroll. Hold I'm just going to scroll. Wait. I'm just going to scroll. Oh my goodness. Someone's energy must call to me. Um, ooh, hold on. This one. May I volunteer moon rock? Okay. Moon rock. Moon rock. Moon rock, are you here? Moon rock. There you are. There you are. Let's use the shit talking deck. I don't know why, but this is the final read for tonight. And I'll do this once in a while when I get like a free hour or two. I'll do this again, okay, guys? I so appreciate all of you, the role you guys play in my growth. Just, I so appreciate you guys. One, toe, tray. All right. Okay. Oh, shit. The whole page came out. So the whole page ripped out. Okay. The King of Staves, an honest and conscientious person, mature, wise, devoted, friendly, sympathetic, educated. Ooh, I think that's you. I'm wondering, are you having any type of like um almost like you're questioning yourself, you're questioning um your value as a person? I don't necessarily feel like you're insecure. I feel more like you're entering into this space where you can actually begin to see who you are. But first you have to begin asking these questions, right? So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's indicative of the process that you're entering into. All right. 10 of Swords in reverse. Benefit, profit, improvement, passing success, temporary favor, momentary advantage. So, that's definitely a good thing. Thank you, Miss China Black. I appreciate the super chat. Um, Moonrock. I think that whatever is trying to be done, it's like you're just waving it away. You know what I mean? Whoever is sending this, someone's sending you bad juju. It's being waved away. You're like, just keep it going. Keep it going. Miss me with your boo shizzles. And they're missing you with their bull shizzles. Let's see. 6 of coins in reverse. Ooh. Selfishness, envy, jealousy, bad debt, unpaid loans. So yeah, I feel like this is confirming that someone is doing something or considering doing something that's malignant towards you. It's focused on you. So, but I mean, it's like, you just directing it over to the side of the road. That's not mine. No, thank you. That's what your energy is saying. No, thank you. No, thanks. Return to sender. Moonrock, if you can, it might be a good idea for you to go ahead and burn a white candle, a black candle, and a gray one. A white candle, a black candle, and a gray one. Okay. And what you could do is you could anoint some oil and use your hand to put that oil on the candle. On the white candle, you want to go from the tip, the burning tip, down towards you. And then the black and the gray candle, you want to go from the bottom up towards the burning tip. And then when you do that, maybe set it on like a baking tray or whatever, cookie tray, and sprinkle it with some cinnamon and some ginger. It doesn't have to be big candles. It could be smaller ones. Smaller ones. I'm thinking maybe I'm thinking maybe at some point I'll do a subscriber only free revocation ceremony where it's still going to be on YouTube, but if you're not a subscriber, you can't see the live stream. I'm just being extra extra right now. I'm just being extra extra. But I mean, I really want to show you guys my appreciation. Like today I've felt all of you so deeply in my heart, and it's been something that I've just really been like, I need to figure out a way to show you exactly how much I appreciate you. Okay? So, I hope you guys know how much I appreciate you and that you feel it often. I truly hope this. Thank you guys so much for sharing this space with me. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys again very, very soon.